Hey there, Heather Holder, it's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome to the OOTP Game of the Day. And today we have the 1980 Houston Colts taking on the 1986 California Angels. Of course, we all know the 80 Houston Colts are called the Astros, but they're Colts because they play at Colts Stadium. Both teams are 35 and 74. Both teams trying to fight for survival. Houston lost yesterday to the 86 Angels. The Colts they had a decent May by standards with a terrible July in 21. California, on the other hand, has been improving the past few months by winning percentage, but of course, nothing can bear them from the truth. Well, they both have the same. Houston's offense is terrible in the NL, being last place in 4 major categories. They're 6th in stolen bases, but that hasn't translated much. The 86 Angels have been pathetic. They're second last in batting average and second last in hits. I'm doing the right over. Houston's pitching, they're 8th in defensive efficiency, which is okay, but they're terrible on walks. The Angels bullpen not really so well. Yeah. Anyway, Colts have Gordy Platson up against Mike Witt, who should be good, but we'll see what happens. Houston will bring Cesar Cedeno to center field, Terry Bowen right, Danny Walling DHing, Jose Cruz Sr. in left, J.F. Leonard at first, Rafael Landis to right second, Nunez at third base, Craig Reynolds at short, and Alan Ashby catching. California has Gary Pettis in center, Bobby Grich at second, Wally Joyner at first, Brian Downing in left, Reggie Jackson DHs, Gus Polidar at third, Miller at catcher, Rupert Jones in right, and Dick Schofield will play shortstop. So they're just basically throwing out some weird names today for some strange reason. Mike Witt, 3-9. He was 12-16 last year. I don't know what has happened to him. Cesar Cedeno, 101 games, 301, 541. At Old Anaheim Stadium. California won last game. They're trying to beat this team right now. Cesar Cedeno takes a walk. Terry Pohl, the pride of Melville, Saskatchewan, 104 games, 261, 7 home runs, 28 RBIs. Pohl, ground ball, double play ball. A bat. Since this doesn't really have advertisements, there's no, sponsors. Danny Walling, 94 games, 254, 432. He only missed 1 game last year. But anyway, Witt gets him on a fastball. 90 in the gun, no score through half an inning. Gordy Platson, the man from Canada, man from New Westminster, British Columbia. He's 7-9 this year. He was 3-3 last year. I don't think he was a starter, but now they made him a starter this year. Gary Pettis in center field, 104 games, 1 home run. He's not much of a home run hitter. So we'll see what Platson can come up with. Pettis will swing, and that's trouble. That's going to left center field. That's going to be a double. And that is a double by Gary Pettis. Bobby Grich at second, 103 games, 258, 4 home runs, 28 RBIs. Grich to center field, and that will be caught by one down. There's Wally Joyner first base, 107 games, 256, 7 and 33. He's done a lot worse than last year. Joyner to left field, caught by Cruz. He'll make the catch. Pettis will tag up, and he's safe at third. Brian Downey needs a hit. 103 games, 263, 9 and 30. He's not the catcher. Ground ball, but no, Houston denies him a chance at the first run. No score 3-1. Second inning, Jose Cruz Sr. 104 games, 283, 4 and 33. Cruz, ground ball right there. 6-3 on the board, yeah. Jeff Leonard at first base, 87 games, 264, 2 and 29. Leonard, ground ball, flip it. To Witt. 86.9 by the way. That's what it is. Rafael Landis, 44 games, 1 home run. So he's coming in as a replacement. I forgot who it was, but Landis will fly out, so Houston can't get anything going through 2 innings. Reggie Jackson DHing 107 games, 266, 11, 46. Reggie, ground ball, flip it. That's one. Gus Pollitter at third base, 7 games. He's 1 for 7. I think tried to trick him. And a throw, ground ball right there. Daryl Miller at catcher, 59 games this year. He's battling the Mendoza line, but they might as well make him hit. Floater right to the shortstop. Reynolds makes the catch, 3 up, 3 down. Roberto Nunez at third base, the pride of Dominican Republic, 106 games, 201, 537. Nunez tries the ball to left center field, and a catch by Mr. Downing. Greg Reynolds at short, 102 games, 32 RBIs. Reynolds to center field, trying to go deep with the ball, and right into the glove of Pettis, 2 down. Ashby, 66 games, 222, 3 and 14. Ashby, that looked good off the bat, but grounded out, so Mike Witt's doing pretty well through 3 innings. Rupert Jones, 98 games, 213, 8 and 33. And well, base hit. So Rupert Jones, big hit for him. And now here's Schofield, the shortstop. 103 games. He's battling below the Mendoza line. Schofield, floater to right, looks catchable. Is catchable by Poole. 1 down. Here's Pettis. All 4. Another walk by Pettis. Is that his 2nd time he's walked today? Probably is. Here's Rich. Rich, ground ball, double play. And Houston will get out of that mess. Gladson knows he got lucky. Nothing doing. 2-3, and now to the BN report. Some games going on. 0-1 Mariners up 5-2 in the 6th. Mets Legends up 3-0 in the 5th. Some games starting at 5 o'clock Eastern time. Here's to Daniel. A bunt. What was that about? Kind of a pathetic move. Here's Pull. Pull will float one right to Schofield. 2 down. Here's Walling. Walling will get a hit. Fly ball to center. Caught by Pettis. Houston can't do anything. 1, 2, 3. Here's Joyner. Joyner float on to left field and caught by Cruz. 1 down. Comes Downing. Downing. Cheap hit. Platson. Can't get the infield hit, so Downing gets a big hit. And now here's Reggie. Reggie, right to first. They'll get the 1 out at first, but Leonard can't throw the 2nd in time. Runner in 2nd for Polidar. Polidar going ball right to the shortstop. Reynolds does his job. Platson's done his job. There's 4 innings, no score. Mike Witt looking pretty good through 4 innings with his pitch count. Here's Cruz. Cruz. The 3rd. Yeah. That's 1. Here's Leonard. Leonard, ground ball. Back to Polidar. 2 down. And now Landestoy. Right to Joyner at first base, so Houston can't do anything. 1, 2, 3, they go down. Gladson's thrown 56 pitches. Still no score. Here's Miller. Ground ball, 4-3. For that. Rupert. Ball 4, he'll walk again. Gladson to Schofield. Schofield, ground ball. This could get out of it. Gladson does get out of this. No score, 3-5. Now let's see what Nunez can do. Ground ball to 2nd. Easy throw. Yep. Rich does it for 3. Here's Reynolds. Whiffed. What got him on the Chanchet. 2 strikeouts for him. And now here's Ashby. Ashby floats one to center. And it will be caught by Pettis. He does his job for 6 innings, no score. Hudson might as well go pitch for a pitch. Pettis. Ground ball. 4-3 on the board. Yeah. Here's Gritch. Gritch to left and dips in. Base hit. The 1920 Cleveland Indians, they're a crappy team that they put up against LA. Here's Joyner. Underground ball, double play. Chance. Yes, sir. Platson gets through 6 innings. Not much happening. On to the 7th. Cesar. Cesar. Base hit. Oh, that was just a floating ball. And this will be a double by Cesar. Big play there. I think that's the first hit. Yep, their first hit in the 7th inning. I think that's the longest I've seen a no-hitter go through. So White's got a runner in second for Cole, the Canadian. And he walks. White's going to be fuming at himself. They're warming up Lugo and Fabian. Runner goes to third base. Nice work by Sid Daniel. His 20th stolen base. Now a sac fly by Walling. It's not out of play. Runner goes to second. Tanking away the double play ball. Got it. Pole's 23rd stolen base. Smart move by Houston. They're using tactics now. What about base hit? What, can't believe it. And Walling makes it 1-0 Houston. Wood had a no-hitter through 6, and now he's about to lose it. Here's Cruz. He's lost at Cruz. Ground ball. Looks the runner back to third. Walling will jump to second. Could have thrown the second for a double play chance to end the inning. Now you got Jeff Leonard. He says, I can take him out. No, he won't. It is a wild pitch, 2-0. Mike Witt is fuming at himself. And they're going to yank him for Fabian. Might as well. The man from Mexico. Might as well just get him out of the game. Mike Witt had a no-hitter, but he lost it. Leonard. Can he make it 3-0? And we're going for the sac fly opportunity. Yeah, it's safe. Is he safe? Yep, I think so. So, Leonard with the sac fly, 3-0. Here's Lannistoy. Lannistoy, the center, caught. Houston had nothing going through 6 innings, and then that 7th inning comes up. 3-0. Platson getting some help. Here's Downing. Ball 4. Another walk. That's number 3. And that's going to bring up Brad Litch and Randy Neiman. For Reggie. Ground ball double play. Oh, Leonard will throw the first. Will go to first. He could have tried to get Downing. Platson is in pain. Oh, now they have to take him out. So they'll go with the lefty Neiman. Who pitched for the 32 games for Neiman. So he has to pitch against Polidor. Yeah, so Platson, that was not good how he's out of the game. Polidor to center. And cut by Cedeno. Runner moves to third. Safe? Yep, runner on third, 2 outs. Miller needs a hit. And ball 4. Now you got Rupert Jones. And another wild, and a pass ball by Ashby makes it 3-1, California. Rupert, ground ball, 4-3 on the board. So Neiman gets out of it. It is still Platson's game to win, 3-1. Jose Fabian to Nunez. Ball 4. And Fabian, I think he's out. Yep, his right arm. So they didn't have anyone to warm up. So Gary Lucas has to come in. So Lucas will come into the game. Lugo and Sundra. Should have been. Yeah, it should have been Lugo, but Lucas comes in the game for the 27th time. Might as well. Reynolds. Bunt. Down the first base line. Smart move by Reynolds with that bunt. Will move Nunez to second. That's a second base hit. Here's Ashby. Ashby, ground ball, short to first. That's 2. Runner moves to third. It's Nunez. Can Cesar Cedeno do it? I think he can. Cesar cannot. Not this time, but Houston still has a 3-1 lead. Brady Neiman to Schofield. Schofield to center. Oh, I thought that was dropped in, but nope, that's a sack. That's it out to center. Here's Pettis. Pettis. Ground ball. Neiman will throw the first. 2 down. 1 more. And it's Gritch. Got him. So Neiman does his job. And Houston will definitely get their closer up, and that would be Tony Iglesias. Iglesias and Brad Litch will be warming it up. Never heard of Iglesias, but anyway, Lucas to Pull. Pull. To right field. That's a base hit, so he pulls that down. Pun intended. Here's Walling. Walling to center field. Back of the fence. Bounces. Pull will move to third base. So it's a double by Walling. Houston actually had no hits through 6 innings, and now they're pulling it. Second, third, no outs. Can Cruz get a hit? Wild pitch makes it 4-1. Second time Houston scored a run on a wild pitch. And Walling the third. Here's Cruz. Cruz will get a base hit, makes it 5-1, and that does not. And Iglesias will probably still. Here's Leonard. Base hit for Leonard. They won't need Iglesias yet, because it won't be a safe situation. 5-1, Nancy Lannister will bunt. No, he won't. And he doesn't need to. That's a base hit for Lannister. Going for the plate, and safe is Cruz. So Lannister makes it 6-1. Here's Nunez. Whiffed him. Nunez is dismissed. I don't know why they haven't warmed up anyone. Lugo and Sandra. So Sandra is coming into the game. Steve Sandra, who played for the 44 Browns with 25 saves, but of course that team kind of contracted, so California's like, let's take him. So he'll pitch to Reynolds. Reynolds to left field and caught. 2 down. And the runners will stay at first and second. Here comes Ashby. Ashby floats 1, and Houston will have 3 runs, 6-1. So they don't need to cheat. Don't need to have Neiman leave. Iglesias is the closer, though. He's got Joyner. Joyner ground ball, 4-3 on the board. Nicely done. Gladson Rose, even though he was out of the game due to arm trouble, he will be the winner if everything holds. Downing swings the ball to center field. And caught by Cedeno. 1 more out for Houston. Here's Reggie. Ground ball. That'll do it. And the 1980 Astros win 6-1. They had been no hit through 6 innings, but that 7th inning changed everything. 3 in the 7th, 3 in the 9th. Yeah, it was like it looked good for them. Cedeno's 20th double, Walling's his 16th. Well, 4 hits for the Angels. Platson wins his 8-9. He had to be taken out of arm trouble. Neiman pitched 2 2/3 of spotless ball with the save, so Platson with the win. Witt drops to 3-10. Poor Gary Lucas. Fabian had to be taken out due to injury. Sundrop pitched well. Yeah, Platson and Fabian were both hurt. And we don't know much. But anyway, Yogi Berra, Audrey Dawson, and Roger Hornsby are your 3 stars today. Box scores. The Cardinals Legends win 13-3. Tudor beats Padres. Washington's Legends win 11-1. Strasburg's now 13-5, beating Gary Nolan. Nice job by Strasburg. Scheib wins 3-2. Bender beats Lurch. Henley's 24-6. Oh, Henley, go. The 32 Cubs win 11-3. Sherry beats Weisel, who drops to 1-12. Smith 5-6. Sherry. The Orioles Legends win 10-8. Bedard beats Tiant with BJ's 8th save. BJ and the Bear. The 1924 Senators win in the 12th. Well, they scored 5 in the 8th to force it. Speed beats Bray. The 94 Expos win in the 10th. Wetland beats Francisco Cordero. 85 Blue Jays lose 7-6. Blevins beats Caldo with La Familia, his 19th save. Brew County wins 6-1. Drysdale beats Stafford. 1980 Astros win 6-1. You saw that game live. Platson beat Witt with Neiman the save. Yankees Legends win 8-1. Gutry's now 14-4 beats Matt Garza. White Sox win 8-3. Chris Sale beats Roger Craig. Puerto Rico wins 7-6. Tucker beats Marbury. Gonzalez has 27 saves. Look at that ERA. The Royals Legends lose to their 85 counterparts. Hoisman beats Dennis Leonard. The Mariners Legends win 7-1. Langston's now 14-1. Great job by him. He looks good. He beats Weaver, who's 9-7. Candlestick wins 3-1. Moncrief beats Roy Oswald. That's a big win over Oswald. Beck's 19th save. And finally, Oakland beats Cleveland. Hudson beats Joss. National League time. The Rockies Legends 3-header by Aaron Cook. Took down Minor. Arlington, first game of doubleheader, 1-6-4. Lewis beats Krivda with Oliver picking up a save. Marlins Legends in the 11th win. Nen beats Finkers. Mets Legends 4-2. Kuzman beats Williams. 2017 Twins win in the 12th. Presley beats Tomko. 97 Martins win 6-1. Lopez beats Sakati with Helen pick up the save. 57 Braves win 7-0. Conley with a shutout. He's 6-15 now. He beats Bush. 62 Giants win 8-4. Neppers now 11-11. He beats Banks. Dodgers Legends 9-1. Fans beats Garcia. They got revenge for that shocking loss you saw yesterday. Padres beat the Diamondbacks. Gibson's now 13-3. Kennedy drops to 8-11. The Phillies Legends win 5-2. Carlton beats Malecki with Mitch Williams' 19th save. Blue Jays Legends win 9-6. Hankin beats Hearn with Dwayne Ward's 19th save. Pirates Legends win in the 12th. Hanrahan beats Mathis. Cincy wins 10-3. Rixey beats Hansen. 99 Braves win 10-2. Hernandez beats Lowe. The Orioles win the second game of the doubleheader. Gonzalez beats Holland with Moyer's 18th save. And finally, the Cubs Legends win 13-5. Three Finger Brown beats Tim Lincecum. George Lombard is out with food poisoning. Radinsky and Collins are due back for the White Sox, especially Collins. That's a big one for Collins. The White Sox to get Collins back in the lineup. Yeah, food poisoning. Mario Lopez. Dummy Taylor. Injury down those 4 weeks for Smokey Joe Wood, who went to play left field. Bad news for the 1920 Frog. Smokey Joe Wood's hurt. Well, he was hurt so badly he couldn't play yesterday. Ross Swan will be out 4 days for the 94 Cleveland team, and Rob Deere will be out 4 weeks for the Brew Crew. I don't think it matters. Rob Deere wasn't really used much for Milwaukee. Fractured rib. So anyway, yeah, there'll be a lot of games tomorrow, so I don't know who we'll see tomorrow. Nobody's told me, but I'll find out. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do